Welcome back into the Cowboys Report. Tom Downey here. We begin today's show with the latest on Micah Parsons. Coming in from ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, he reports the Cowboys are in no rush to work on the extension, and they'll try harder again at training camp. We'll break that down in depth, why I do not like it, but we are still doing the Micah Parsons decision pool. You pick the date Micah signs, or I guess gets traded. Head to chatsports.com/Micah to see the entries. Venmo me at WhatGoingDowney, $5 to enter, and we'll do a 50-50 split the pot for the winner. Take home already at 20 with several people already out of the running with when they predicted. So hit me up on Venmo at WhatGoingDowney. All that linkage and instructions will be in the comments and the description of today's show as well. So here's what ESPN's Jeremy Fowler says on Micah Parsons. This is kind of a relaxed situation. When I talk to people involved, they're like, look, it's a lull in the summer right now. Not a lot going on. People are on vacation. Team officials are out on the beach somewhere. Once they reconvene for training camp, Dallas will probably lock in on this a little bit more. Typically, they do their deals late in the calendar, late August, early September. We've seen that with CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott, some other big deals. They are dedicated to doing this, though. Look, right now the yacht is currently chilling somewhere in the Mediterranean when I checked it last night. The Sardinia Island. I don't know. I'm not wealthy enough to know what that is. It's somewhere near Italy, though. I hate this mindset a lot. I don't like it. You need to have urgency here. Like, you are better off if you operate with some concern and urgency and priority. You've had months to get this deal done. Waiting has only cost you cash and has only cost you cap space in the process. It's all it's done for you. It is bad business to wait on every single major deal. They've done it with Tank. They did it with Dak. They did it with CeeDee. They did it with Amar. They did it with all these. They did it with all these players. It is bad business to wait on these contracts. It's not smart. It continues to cost the Cowboys. I'm not saying you can't have a vacation, but I don't think anybody's boss is going to like it if you go on vacation and you left a bunch of unfinished things you had a deadline for. That doesn't go over very well. Show some urgency. So predictions, and I want to say yes here. But does Micah Parsons get paid before training camp? Why for yes and for no? Sound off at the pinned comment of today's show. Now, as part of this hit on SportsCenter that Fowler did, he also reported on latest on TJ Watt. And this is all pretty similar. Yeah, it's going to happen. It's likely to happen, but it's not overly close right now. Now, here's what Fowler also said. Micah is almost a separate situation than those other two guys, Watt and Hendrickson, we just talked about. They're in their 30s, going on their third contract. This guy is right in his prime, mid-20s, dangerous player. He's going to get a massive number. It just depends on when they do it. It shouldn't be a problem. Micah Parsons, whenever he signs that deal, will be the highest paid non-quarterback in NFL history. 4 times this offseason, that number has been beat from what it was last year with the Justin Jefferson $35 million contract. Not in this order, but Max Crosby got $35.5. Danielle Hunter got $35.6. Myles Garrett got $40. Jamar Chase got $40.25. That's the average per year. TJ Watt probably surpasses Micah or at least Jamar Chase if Watt gets paid first in average per year. The guaranteed money does matter more here. We don't know. I don't know if Watt will get that amount of that figure. Only Garrett has actually beaten out Nick Bosa in terms of the guaranteed. And I would anticipate Micah probably getting a similar number there. That could be a bit of a hiccup. I think it's a hiccup in why the Watt deal isn't done yet either, by the way. So that one is still a little more impactful, maybe more wait and see. Today's show is made possible by Chubbies. Summer's here, which means it is officially time to let the dogs out. And by dogs, we do mean your legs. If your pups have been stuck in jeans or sweats the last few months, set them free with the lined swim collection from Chubbies, because damn, it is hot out, and poolside is one of the best sides to be, or lakeside, oceanside, whatever. Chubbies also has the original stretch shorts. They can live on your legs. They're available in long, short, way short. They come with a relaxed fit, elastic waistband, and no fuss design. It is the kind of shorts you'll forget you're wearing until you get an onslaught of high fives and compliments. My wife is also a big fan of Chubbies, which is what I like to wear. You can also get the Performance Polo. Brunch, backyard, golf, whatever it is, Chubbies has you covered on that front. They're wrinkle resistant too because, come on, you're not going to iron it anyway, right? So whether you're suiting up for cannonballs, cookouts, casual Fridays, golf course, something else in between, Chubbies has you covered. For a limited time, they're giving you 20% off your order with code CHAT at chubbyshorts.com/chat. That's code CHAT, C-H-A-T, at chubbyshorts.com/chat. Support our show. Let them know we sent you. Summer's here, so dress like it in Chubbies. Link will be in the comments section and the description of today's show. More from Jeremy Fowler, this time on the Tyler Smith contract. He says the Cowboys got a lot to spend here. They've also got Tyler Smith, one of the top guards in the NFL, who is eligible for an extension. Now, Dallas does have that deal to do. They've got more time since, as we'll get into, the fifth-year option exists for Tyler Smith. But it's also going to be heavily impacted by Trey Smith. Friend of the show, the People's Insider, Slick Rick, noting that the Chiefs have until July 5th at 4 p.m. Eastern to get a deal done with Trey Smith. Sounds like they are on the goal line of getting that deal finalized. What that deal looks like will set probably the benchmark for what Tyler Smith's deal looks like. The highest paid guard per year is kind of an asterisk right now because it is Trey Smith on the franchise tag at $23.4 million, but that's only a one-year deal, and it's the franchise tag, which is kind of weird. Does he get to 23? Does he just barely beat out Landon Dickerson? What does the guaranteed money look like? Robert Hunt got $20 million per year on, I believe it was a 5-year deal, with big-time guarantees. Whatever, I am very confident, and I'm not even mad at the Cowboys for this one because, at this point, I fully expect it makes more sense for Trey Smith to get paid first. So he gets paid first, and then I would anticipate Tyler Smith being the next highest paid guard in the NFL. Once Trey gets paid, Tyler gets paid a little bit more. That's just how the markets work. We can't claim that Tyler Smith is a top guard, one of the best in the NFL, and then not want to pay him as such when it comes time to put pen to paper and pay him. So I think if we like Tyler Smith, whether he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever, among the best guards in football, when it's contract time, he's going to get paid as the most. So would you make Tyler Smith the highest paid guard in the NFL? 1 for yes, 0 for no. Sound off in the comments of today's show. I wouldn't be surprised if the Tyler Smith extension doesn't happen this offseason. Instead, it happens next offseason. Nick Harris mentioned that as well in one of his recent pieces for the Star-Telegram. And this contract does have some complications. You've got to wait for the whole Trey Smith stuff to get organized. But the Tyler Smith contract, he's got leverage again, which is not a new thing. The fifth-year option for 2026 is $21.27 million. Just that figure, relative to the average per year among guards, is already top 2 behind only the franchise tag cost for Trey Smith. We don't know what the potential 2027 franchise tag will look like. It's probably going to be at least $27.6 million. Could approach $30 million because the NFL's stupid and the franchise tag for guards is just all offensive linemen. So you're paying him tackle money. So there's some leverage there for Tyler Smith. There's also 3 more years of team control after this year, so the Cowboys don't have to be urgent on it. I would not be surprised if the Tyler Smith contract negotiation timeline looks like the current Micah Parsons one. We are 743 subs away from 218,000 here on the Cowboys Report. Hit that sub button if you haven't already. YouTube.com/CowboysTV. Let's head to the latest on Stephon Gilmore. He remains a free agent and says he does want to play this upcoming season. Says, quote, "I want to play this year." This was on the Money Down podcast. "It's just got to be the right situation. It's got to be the right situation for me. I'm not just going to sign anywhere. I still love the game. I still can contribute. It's just got to be the right place." So then what is the right situation for Stephon Gilmore? I think it's a likely factor of these combination elements. A, the money he wants. If he wanted to sign for the vet minimum, all 32 teams would want him. He's not going to play for just the vet minimum. It's got to be a little bit more than that. What does the role and playing time look like? No one, I think, really wants Gilmore to come in and be a sixth corner in special teams, but somebody does. He probably wants real playing time, and he wants the chance to win. And he probably doesn't want to have to go through an entire training camp, especially on a bad team. So he wants to see how cornerback rooms play out. There could be an injury. There could be more money. There could be a bigger role. There could be a team like Dallas that goes, we got to get some help in here. And maybe he wants a better team than Dallas. That could certainly be in play as well. So would you sign Stephon Gilmore? S for sign, P for pass. Let me know in the comments of today's show. As I've said before, I do have interest in Stephon Gilmore. I think if you don't trust your outside corners, this is the type of player that you should have interest in. I think he is aware that it's not going to be a long-term gig, and there's a chance he loses that starting job. But at his age, that's probably okay. Maybe there isn't a massive market for him right now. But you add Gilmore, I feel a lot better about my cornerback depth than I do with the Andrew Booths of the world. So in the end, yes, I've got interest in Stephon Gilmore. I think both parties want to wait, see how their own rosters play out, see what the rest of the league rosters play out from Gilmore's perspective. And then, signed in early August last year. That's probably when you got a better timeline for a potential Gilmore pickup.